Hi everybody, this is Kevin and welcome back to another video. And today I'm going to share with you my 2023 PlayStation year-end wrap-up, which is basically going to show you all of the games I played throughout the year of 2023, all of the hours I spent on them, all the trophies I earned, and I think it also breaks it down month by month, so that should be cool. Now, I was going to do a video just going through all the games I played, but this will suffice because I looked, Nintendo Switch also did a wrap-up thing, and I tried to get into it, but it kept saying error, error, and I think the reason for that is because I didn't play any Switch games at all this year, aside for streaming a few demos, and I don't think the demos factor into this at all, because I also streamed a few demos on the PS4 earlier this year. So, this'll do. I play it pretty much exclusively on the PlayStation, unless it's a Switch exclusive, which in 2024, I fully intend to play the Xenoblade Chronicles games, Xenoblade Chronicles 1 through 3, as well as Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Torna the Golden Country. So, look forward to all that. And then, another asterisk to add to this, I played 3 games on the PC. The Trails in the Sky trilogy. Trails in the Sky first chapter, second chapter, and the third. But I don't use Steam. I played those games through GOG, which just become applications on my computer. So I can remember the hours I spent on them if we want to talk about that at the end as well. But I didn't get any trophies because I don't have Steam. Anyway, let's take a look at this. How'd you play this year? Let's find out. Now, one thing right away I want to bring up, and it's alright, so it's loading. This site's kind of laggy, but in 2023, I played 18 games. Now, I think I can vouch and say I actually beat 17 of those games. The one game I did not beat, which I did play, is Fate Samurai Remnant, and I just couldn't really get into it, so I never beat it. But typically, every game I play, I do beat, and in most cases, I try to 100% it and go after all the trophies because I'm just a madman like that. And you know, maybe I need to let that go, but honestly, I get a lot of enjoyment out of 100%ing games. I feel I don't fully, complete and see everything there is to offer in a game unless I go out of my way to 100% it. Now, there are certain things like the Trails games, which requires two playthroughs to get 100% because the New Game Plus, and even this game right here, Star Ocean the Divine Force, that requires 2 playthroughs because there's 2 protagonists, Raymond and Leticia. Which I did do. I did get the Platinum Trophy. I beat Raymond's story, and then I actually streamed Leticia's story. So the first thing I want to address right here, my first game, Star Ocean the Divine Force, January 1st, 2023. I just want to make a note how suspicious it is that me and my buddy Game Night are very, very similar. It's very scary, honestly. Like, we're both named Kevin. We both do goofy YouTube channels talking about video games. We're both big fans of JRPGs, and I did watch his video. He did his own PlayStation recap, and the first game he played in 2023 was also Star Ocean the Divine Force. Like, what if all these coincidences, man? It's crazy, but yeah, Game Night, if you're watching this, I love you, man. You're great, and let's keep playing a lot of games this year. But yeah, Star Ocean the Divine Force, absolutely love this game. I actually think I beat it back in December of 2022, going back that far now. And what this was me going and trying to do the Platinum run, item creation, which I did a video on that. That trophy was the most difficult because the only proper way to log which items you've already made is by writing it down yourself. It's crazy. So check out that video if you want to. Great game. This was my favorite game of 2022. Absolutely loved it. I did several videos on it, as well as a Let's Play, so check it out if you haven't already. And yeah, what's this say? You weren't afraid to try new things. It all started with a quest. I did try a lot of new things, particularly the Trails games, but they're all JRPGs. That's all I play. So, okay, and I'll explain this. Some people will probably look at this and be like, what the hell, Kevin? So these are my top 5 games that I played this past year. Kingdom Hearts HD 1.2 plus 2. Nomura with the damn titles. Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 plus 2.5 remix. Why is it like remix? Why is it like capitalized like that? The Legend of Heroes Trails to Azure. Yakuza Like a Dragon, PS4 and PS5. The Legend of Heroes Trails from Zero. And The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. Trails of Cold Steel 1. Okay, the reason why Kingdom Hearts is close to 200 hours, which I'm not even ashamed of, but I will explain why the number is so inflated, is because in this year, this calendar year, I played Kingdom Hearts Re-Chain of Memories, both Sora and Riku's story. I watched the cutscene movie for 358 over 2 days, which is like 3 hours. I played Kingdom Hearts 2, got the Platinum on Critical Mode, baby, on stream. Check out the playlist if you haven't already. And then also Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. So it makes sense. 15% of the total playtime of the year is Kingdom Hearts, though. And I'm not, like, I love Kingdom Hearts, man. I fucking love Kingdom Hearts. That is my childhood right there. Okay, my next game, which honestly, this... It's hard for me to pick a favorite Trails game so far because I'm still going through the series. But if I had to pick, right, like it fluctuates between this one and Sky the Third. So we'll just go with it. My favorite game of 2023, The Legend of Heroes Trails to Azure. I absolutely love this game. That is the game I honestly, I didn't want to end, man. Like, I got to the ending there, just, oh, I didn't want it to end. But it did end, and hopefully I'll reunite with my, my friends from Crossbell soon enough. But I find this kind of interesting. For the playtime, it has 118 hours, which I know in the game itself with the clock, I put in like under 100 hours because there is a trophy for playing the game for 100 hours. And I had like 97 hours. So like, how does this even calculate it, I wonder? You know, because there were idle moments where I had the game running and, you know, wasn't playing it obviously, but not for that long. So I'm just curious, like, does that factor in when you have the PlayStation in rest mode? But I loved my time in Crossbell. You can see, you know, of the games here, 2 of them are the Crossbell games. Absolutely loved it. Next up is Yakuza Like a Dragon, which I didn't get the Platinum in this game, because again, the Trails games require multiple playthroughs, 2 playthroughs at least. But Yakuza Like a Dragon for PS4 and PS5. Love this game as well. I've done, I think, 2 or 3 videos on the channel talking about it. Fantastic game. My first Yakuza game. At some point, I will go back and play, you know, Yakuza 1 through 6, because this is 7. And then there's Yakuza 0, Judgment and Lost Judgment, Gaiden, Infinite Wealth. I got a bunch of games to play, I know. But I loved this game. It was turn-based. I loved seeing, like, older JRPG protagonists. You know, because we're so used to the teenage hero saves the world. Ichiban's in his 40s. We got Adachi. Oh, my back is killing me. I love Adachi. I have that as like a sound clip. Mr. Masochist. I mean, what a great game, dude. Go, go, go. Go your way. And believe in yourself. Fantastic. I got the Platinum in it. I loved every second of the game. Fantastic story. Fantastic combat. Incredible. Highly recommend that game. While I said Trails to Azure is my favorite game of the year, I think on a technical level, I think Yakuza Like a Dragon is the best modern turn-based RPG. It is. Just the way it's built, the way it has the mature themes. And by modern, I mean 2020 onwards. It's the best modern turn-based RPG. So then we have The Legend of Heroes Trails from Zero. This is the first game in the Crossbell arc. Again, it has me at 108 hours, which I know I spent like 80 hours on that game, so I don't know what the hell is it saying 100-something hours for. But I loved it. I love all the Trails games. This is my introduction to Lloyd Bannings and the SSS, Ellie McDowell, Tio Tots, Randy Orlando, Chief Sergey, Zeit, Kia. I love all these guys, man. I love them all. So I had so much fun playing that. And then The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel, which again, my least favorite so far anyway of the Trails games, but by no means is it a bad game at all. I loved it, but we're going to compare it to the other great Trails games. I do think it's the weakest, but it's still an amazing game. Absolutely love it. And it almost needs to have its slow start to sort of ease you into the things to come. You know what I'm saying? So let's take a look over here. And funny. Okay, so let me just go back real quick. These games, none of them released in 2023, with the exception of Trails to Azure, which I don't even really count as a new release. It was localized in the US for the first time. You know, it's a game only in Japan for over 10 years, and then it got released over here. But I don't even consider it a new game. I mean, maybe you do because it was released in 2023. Leave a comment with what you think. But my point is, pretty much all the games I played this year were not new releases. Okay, so this says your gaming style role player. You spent 89% of your game time leveling up, completing fetch quests, saving the world once again. So that just means I'm a JRPG enthusiast, which there's... Well, I play Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory. That's not a role-playing game. That's a rhythm game. But, like, every game I play is a JRPG. So what does this count? Like, does Fate Samurai Remnant not count? Maybe that's, like, the action game. And then Nayuta, I played that, which is action. So maybe that's not an RPG. I wonder how they classify that. But yeah, everything I play is a JRPG. So, let's see what we got next. Okay, this is month by month. I started January with Atelier Ryza 2, Lost Legends, and The Secret Fairy. And oh my god, I love seeing Ryza again. Look at that artwork. She's so cute, man. Oh, you can't see Fee, though. The Lost Fairy. Or the Secret Fairy, sorry. But yeah, that's the mascot of that game. Loved it. I played Atelier Ryza 1, Ever Darkness in the Secret Hideout, back in, I want to say, November of 2022. And then some months later played this, and that was in anticipation of Atelier Ryza 3, which I overhyped myself for Atelier Ryza 3. It's still a really good game, but in my opinion, this one, Atelier Ryza 2, is better than 3, and I had more fun with that game than I did Atelier Ryza 3. And I think Atelier Ryza 3 is the only new release from 2023 that I played this year. So I don't know what, like, it says 55 hours. Does that mean I spent 55 hours on this game alone? Because then it says hours log 63, and then 3 games. So I guess I played some other games in between. I'm not really too sure how this all works. But we'll just go with 55 hours. Yeah, I think this game took me like 60 or 70 to beat. Something like that. It's not too long, but again, I go for all the trophies like a crazy person. So that was in January. Then in February, my game of the month was Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory. I love this game as well. A rhythm game. Going through all the classic Kingdom Hearts songs from the legendary Yoko Shimomura. I also got the platinum in this game. I love the Tetsuya Nomura artwork right there of all our characters. We got Mickey and Riku, Sora, Donald and Goofy, Naminé, Sora again. Oh boy, the Twilight Town homies, Axel, Rox and Shion, Birth by Sleep, Aqua, my Kingdom Hearts waifu, Terra and Ventus, Sora again, and then Kairi. And it's pretty funny because there's like the meme of Kingdom Hearts, how you gotta play the mobile games to understand and everything. Well, Base Nomura, oh, you wanna know like what's gonna happen in Kingdom Hearts 4? You gotta play to the end of Melody of Memory for those bonus cutscenes. Oh yeah, you better play the rhythm game and the mobile phone games and the card games and maybe even card games on motorcycles. Who knows? So then next up we have Tales of Symphonia Remastered. This was technically another game that I guess released in 2023, but not really because it's a remaster. And I remember this game getting a lot of shit when it came out because a lot of people played the Nintendo Switch version, which had a lot of bugs, a lot of problems. But I played the PS4 version. I didn't have any problems. I loved going back into this world and experiencing one of my games from my childhood, really. I played this on the GameCube way back when. And it's funny to look at this now, because the main protagonist of Tales of Symphonia is named Lloyd. And of course, in Trails from Zero and Trails to Azure, we have Lloyd Banning. So, I never knew so many JRPGs, well, I guess it's only 3, right? Have a main protagonist named Lloyd who's a badass, but I just figured I'd mention that. I didn't get the platinum in this game because this requires 3 playthroughs to get it, if you can believe that. But it's worth it just to experience, like, I think this is the first 3D Tales of game. It's worth it for that. It's aged extremely well. excellent voice acting, especially for the time. And a really heartfelt story. I love the love story between Lloyd and Colette. And, of course, Kratos is probably the coolest character in the game. Not Kratos, Kratos is how it's pronounced. But yeah, love Tales of Symphonia. Alright, then in April, we have Atelier Ryza 3. What the hell is it even called? Alchemist of the End or something? I don't even remember. And The Secret Door or something? Oh no, the Atelier games all have wacky titles. But this one, I overhyped myself for it, I think. I had fun with it, but looking back, Atelier Ryza 2 is much better. And there's a lot of fan service in this for characters from, you know, the first 2 games. But there's also a few characters who they omitted to just really, really minor roles or cameos. And that really rubbed me the wrong way, especially because those 2 characters in particular were my favorites from Atelier Ryza 2. But it kind of evens out because the characters from the first game, who were sort of relegated to the cameo roles in the second game, have more of an important job to do in the third game, if that makes any sense. If you play the games, maybe you understand. I still like the game, but in my opinion, the second one was better. And that's all I have to say about that. And this was actually the only technically new release that I played this year. Alright, then in May... Okay, so let me just say this. In April, this is actually when I played Trails in the Sky First Chapter. I beat this game, and then I played Trails in the Sky First Chapter. Just so we're aware. And then this one I streamed. So this is probably my weakest month, because when I played this, I was probably knee-deep in Sky Second Chapter. But Game of the Month for May is the original Final Fantasy, which after streaming it... if you are a JRPG fan, there's certain games you have to play. You have to play Chrono Trigger. You have to play Final Fantasy 1. Those are the only 2 coming to the top of my head right now. But those are the 2 must-plays if you are a JRPG fan. Maybe someone else can leave a comment with the other must-plays. But yeah, Final Fantasy 1 and Chrono Trigger for sure. You can play this on the Switch, on Steam, on... PS4, PS5, any console, you can emulate it, whatever you need to do. Great game, and there's a reason why it's regarded as a classic. Alright, then in June, this is when I started Kingdom Hearts 2 for my Let's Play series, which we got the Platinum in that. Again, Kingdom Hearts 2, my second favorite game of all time, right behind Final Fantasy X. So not really much more to say about that. Then in July, Yakuza Like a Dragon, which I already talked about this earlier, this game. The best modern turn-based RPG. It's really cool how they have an older cast of characters, more mature themes. There's so much to do in the game, fun mini-games, a really cool plot to follow along, lots of customization with the job classes, so much going on, worth it to 100% it. A lot of grinding to do, but it's worth it. It's worth it to do every side quest. Great game. And this game, this is the only Yakuza game I've ever played. But if you play the other Yakuza games, there's a lot of cameos and Easter eggs to look out for. Alright. Here's when I've... Like, at this point, these are the only games I care about. And it all started... Well, it started with the Sky games, but I played the Sky trilogy. Then I took a... You know... little break, and the big game I focus on was Yakuza Like a Dragon. Like, the stream games, I do them on stream, and, you know, I do 2 hours here and there. But when I play a game, off stream, I play a game. And that's what I did with The Legend of Heroes Trails from Zero. This game was awesome. I love the characters. I love the world of Crossbell, the NPCs. You know, Zeitz, Kopei, Mimi, Old Man Quint. Who's always yelling about the Crossbell government and its corruption. Like, there's just so much cool stuff to do in the Trails games. And I am in love with the series. I can't praise it enough. And I think you'll see from here on out, that's all it is the Trails game. So that's August. Then in September... And I love the artwork, too, man. Like, this one in particular, Ellie looks so pretty there. Wow. Look at her. So yeah, The Legend of Heroes Trails to Azure. Which, amazing game. And look how badass Randy looks. with the Berserker. Yeah, I did like a 3.5 hour long video talking about how much I love this game, and it was such a great journey. Can't recommend the Trails games enough. And as you see, it keeps going. There's Trails of Cold Steel, so I had my existential crisis after finishing this game, which I played Nayuta after I finished it, which is a great game, and it's not on here because it's relatively short. And then I played Disgaea, which I powered my way through that despite not really caring for it too much. And I'm like, what the hell do I do? Because I bought Star Ocean the Second Story R. I had it pre-ordered and was waiting for that. And I had like 2 weeks, and I said, fuck it, let's just start Trails of Cold Steel 1. And now I'm just playing all the Trails games, so that's that. What? 203 hours? How did I spend that much time? I'm like so confused here. It says 50 hours there, then 203 hours? What does that even mean? But anyway, I spent a lot of time on these games. Don't make fun of me. And then Trails of Cold Steel 2. And then I think, yeah, Trails of Cold Steel 2 again. So yeah, and then in between all this stuff, I played, you know, Final Fantasy 2 on stream. Oh, the Fairy Tail game. Yeah, all that nonsense. So let's see what else we got. This just you know, I own these games. What the fuck are you talking? I own this game. I own this game. I own that game. Haven't played this one. I played these two, and this is my favorite game of all time. I own this on like multiple I own it on the PS2, PS3, and PS4. This game is overhyped. I own this game, beat it out. Why is it half these games I already own and played? The only game I haven't played, well, I own Scarlet Nexus, but I haven't played it, and the Sea of Stars I haven't played that either. Alright, and here it is. 1,214 hours. Now, let me just say, I don't watch TV. I don't watch movies. My only entertainment hobby, I like to watch anime, but this year I didn't really watch a whole lot of anime. I watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and a few Fate anime series. Otherwise, my only form of entertainment in terms of like media is video games. I love video games. I love JRPGs. So for anyone like, oh my god, look all the time you wasted. I didn't waste this time. I had a great time. I had a lot of fun. When I stream, I talk to you guys in the chat. It's a lot of fun for me. Hopefully it's fun for you as well. And I can reverse it the same way. And like, oh, you spend 5 hours watching football. Like, you know, fuck football. And then the football fans can say the same thing to me. Like, oh, you video game loser. Well, you're a loser watching football. So, I don't give a fuck. 1,200 hours. And yeah, a PS5. I already got one. And then the trophies. Which, I don't know. I already mentioned before, I like going for trophies because it gives me more incentive to see things through in the games that I play. I don't know what the fuck this is. Alright, so I guess that's that. So, yeah, let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. If you have a PlayStation year wrap-up, which to do this, you just log into your PSN account on, I guess, wrapup.playstation.com, and you can put in your password and stuff, and go in there and you know, share what you played, and if not, you know, leave a comment with what you thought was your most played game. Like I said, this registers 18 games. That makes sense. I also played 3 games on the PC, and I didn't play any games on the Switch this year. Which, the only time I'll use the Switch is for exclusive titles. Which, if I have the option, I'll play it on the PS4 and PS5 now, so. Thank you guys for watching this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and stay tuned for more videos coming soon. Everybody have a great day, and peace out.
99.